Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Never Failing. Please, oh please, Vincent Pella, please piss on my face. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. What's going on, though? Back with some more Call of Duty Ghosts, playing some domination on, I believe this is Strike Zone. Yeah, that's what the video is going to be. Using the SC-2010, and we're going to go in dry on these motherfuckers today. But that's not what we're going to talk about. What are we going to talk about? Obviously, the title of the video is the Titanfall hype. And boy, is there some hype attached to this game. That I will give Vincent Pella and Respawn Entertainment credit for. They definitely know how to hype the video game up. And I'll even give them credit for doing the damn beta. I mean, that is nice to see that they're doing a beta test on it. So hopefully some of the cheesy ass shit that's in the game can get worked out in the beta test. I don't know though. I just don't know. What we see here is Never Fail camping. But I'm just not buying into the hype. I've watched a few videos. I've watched some pretty decent commentators who I really enjoy watching. And they seem to be pretty happy with the game thus far. But I keep telling myself it's a beta. They don't give you the full complement of bullshit in the beta. So one thing I've definitely seen that is complete and utter horseshit is the good old-fashioned pistol, that auto-lock-on pistol shit. And Frito made mention of that in his most recent video about Titanfall, playing the beta and stuff. And hopefully through beta testing that'll get changed, if not just completely taken out. Really, it probably just needs to be taken out completely. I don't see where something like that has a purpose in this game. Or in that game, not this game. Boo-doo. But first-person shooter games, in my opinion, shouldn't have auto-lock-on shit in them. It just should not be that way. They have no place in the game. And it's all to make it easier for casuals. So it takes away skill gap. That's what it's doing. It's taking and closing skill gap if you give people auto-lock-on shit. So there's that. There's that that's going to help out the worst players, the casual players, and keep them coming back. They'll have cheesy ass shit already, so hopefully that gets changed, and that is the joy of the beta. The beta should help you avoid that type of shit being released in the launch of the game. So I can hope. Not really sure if I'm going to buy the game yet. Are they releasing it on Xbox 360? If so, I'll probably pick it up, because I'm not going to lie. From watching the videos, it does look pretty damn fast-paced. I'll give them that. The game looks like it'll be fun, exciting, won't be boring. But you have to keep in mind the general population doesn't have the game yet. So you're not seeing how it's going to be played once all the casual Call of Duty fuckers that make this game less enjoyable. Once they get the game, that's when you'll see the true details of the game and how the game truly is in regards to whether or not it's a piece of shit. So you got that to look forward to with launch. Here's hoping they actually make a really good balanced game. I'm still not a big fan of Zampella. Not a big fan of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. What I meant to say is I'm just not a big fan of fucking Infinity Ward for the most part, even though they did impress me or surprise me with this game. I won't say impressed. They'll surprise me with Ghost. So that wasn't Zampella and them. I know Zampella and them now, thanks to Frito, he actually cleared something up for me, and I appreciate that. But I know that Zampella and them didn't get to stick all the way through launch and development of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which could explain why that game was a piece of shit, but they still had their hands in it. So I don't have as much faith in them as I normally would like to. But with that said, I am buying into the hype some from watching the game. The Titans. And I already have heard people say the Titans are going to be overpowered. I think from what I've seen, they're making it pretty easy for damn near everybody to get a Titan, which, in my opinion, they shouldn't do. But that's how you keep casuals coming back. You make it where they can get the coolest shit in the game. Something Call of Duty's been doing for years. So it's all about what you're trying to do. Are you trying to add skill gap, or are you trying to keep it where the casuals can still enjoy your game and do well? And if that's the goal, then they're doing a pretty damn fine job of that, my opinion. So hopefully the game can have some true skill gap, and I think the bots will provide something for the casuals or the bad players to shoot. And that's a point Frito made, which I'll give him credit for. if y'all guys can't tell, pretty much where I'm getting all my Titanfall fix from is from Frito. And like I said, it's first death. It's not something that I 100% have faith in, but I will agree that from watching the videos, watching numerous people play the game, it definitely looks very, very, very fast-paced, which is something I think all of us can appreciate. It's something that most of us wanted in Call of Duty, is for the game to be fast-paced. I mean, it's the main reason most people say they enjoy this game over a Battlefield or something, is the fast-paced action. The maps look a little bit huge, but you pretty much have to have that with Titans on them. So hopefully that's a nice balance to it. And all we can really hope for is that somehow, some way, they just don't fuck it up, and that they support the game post-launch. I know they've spent more than a year or 2 years in development, which should definitely allow the game to be a nice polished product when it's released. Something Thunder said a long time ago is basically with Call of Duty, upon release, we're the beta. Launch night, we're the beta, and they try to patch it from there. And that's pretty damn true. Can't really argue those facts. That's pretty fucking accurate. So, not much I can say negative in that regard. All I can hope is that with the beta and with the time they're taking to develop it, they make a nice polished product at release. Because I fear that if the game isn't a polished product at the release of it, it won't be afforded the same opportunities that Call of Duty is afforded from the casual gamers and the hardcore gamers, and that is, we overlook the bullshit at first in hopes that they patch it because we've seen the success of the series. We've been with the series for so long, so there's a comfort level there. There won't be that comfort level there with not Infinity War, with Respawn and Titanfall. So if, in fact, the game is terrible or has a lot of big-time flaws at launch, people are going to turn on it pretty fast, I would think, and go back to the known commodity. If you're going to deal with bullshit, at least deal with bullshit from a commodity that you are used to, which is Call of Duty. And that is my one fear. Now, we can all hope that they make a great product, and I don't really have the faith in them to do it, but from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be a pretty damn fun game, real fast pace. The mechs, get killed, one hit kill to the ankle, took out the Achilles. But the mechs can be overpowered in the hands of good players, and I don't think anybody's going to complain. Or casuals will complain. Hardcore gamers aren't going to complain. It was a complaint that I've seen a whole lot when playing Warhawk, that the planes themselves were overpowered because you could do so much in them. So the mechs have the possibility, and look at that nice street, looking like only use me blade, never fail. But the mechs have the possibility to be overpowered, and what we can hope is that there actually is some skill gap with the mechs. You can't make them too powerful, but you can't make them too easy to destroy either. So far, it looks like in my opinion, they've actually hit a pretty decent balance where it doesn't look like they're going to be overly difficult to destroy while still being powerful enough to absolutely wreck shit with. And that's what will ultimately be the fall or the rise of the game, is how the Titans fit into the whole aspect of the game. Sorry. I've already seen people talking about a 6v6 or whatever pilot only mode, wanting that. I think if you get that, then basically you're making a sci-fi ripoff of fucking Call of Duty. I don't think we'll see that originally. Now, you may see that in the later stages of the game's life cycle. I will say that. There's a very good possibility you could see that as the game ages, in order to get, a little more out of the life cycle of the game. Or hell, they may see that immediately. It could be a situation like when Battlefield tried to institute or incorporate the close quarters fucking playlist stuff in order to attract Call of Duty fans. And what Respawn already has, they're going to attract Call of Duty fans because of the main man behind the development being Vince Zampella, who mastermind with West. He masterminded Call of Duty 4, which was a classic, a masterpiece. So you got that going for you. Hopefully the game can live up to the hype. My one fear is usually when games are extremely hyped up, they don't turn out very well. But the marketing genius behind Activision and Call of Duty seems that Zampella and Respawn are all over that with EA, and they're doing a very good job marketing the game. Look at that, 50 and 10, baby, 50 and 10. What can camping in the fucking B building do for you? Even though I quit camping in there shortly after the start of the video, but hey. But yeah, Titanfall, hoping for the best. Let me know if they're releasing it on 360. That other team sucked and we destroyed them, pushed their shit in. Thank you for watching.